Hey guys, Rich Pacini here, YouTube vlog creator. You know, I deal with a lot of old cameras. I got old Sony cameras I deal with. You know, the Sony Handycams that were made from late 1998 or whatever to 2000s or whatever. But here I'm not here to talk about those cameras. I'm here to talk about this little guy. This little pocket camera is a Sony, and this is the Sony DSC T900. This is a great little camera. It's a cyber shot, thrift store find. For those who follow me on YouTube, know I'm an eBay seller, and I love Sony products. I love Sony cameras. Okay. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this video with this little camera, with the right memory card, you could do a lot of video with it. I know it sounds crazy, and I'm going to take a snapshot of it outside. I'm not going to go to the park and take pictures, stuff like that. Earlier it was overcast and stuff like that, and I didn't feel like going out, so I'm just going to shoot a picture around here, whatever, video, you know, in front of the neighborhood, whatever. And I'm going to show you it takes good videos, and it takes great photos as well. Now, I'm not going to depict the photos, and the photo and the video you see is not going to be great, okay? Just to let you guys know. It's just a sample to show you. But let me just show you something really quick. Let's go to Cam 5 over here. And I'm going to put my glasses on because I do wear them for reading. This little camera takes a little memory card right here. This one here is from Lexmark. I bought this here off of eBay. It's the 8 gigabyte, as you can see there. Okay, and if you look it up, an 8 gigabyte memory card can store roughly between 40 minutes to 2 hours. Okay, and it also depends on the video resolution. I also typed in here, if I wanted to beef it up a little, to 32 gigabytes. It said you can usually get between 3 and 4 hours out of it. This is with a 32 gigabyte SD card, or memory card SD card, shooting at 1080p. Right, and then again it says it goes depending on the bit rate and resolution. For 1080p, 25 frames per second, 32 gigabyte card can record up to 40 hours continuously, according to Y Technology. If the resolution is 4K, a 32 gigabyte card might only require around 1 hour. Okay, I know it's a little crazy with that there, but the point I'm trying to say is depending on how much video you're going to be shooting, hopefully, if everything goes okay, you should be able to get quite a bit of this out of this, you know, memory card. And then I even went even further. I said, what would a terabyte give you? And it said a terabyte storage device can hold a significant amount of video, ranging from 10 hours to 500 hours, depending on the video quality and resolution. For example, a 1 terabyte hard drive can hold up to 500 hours of 1080p HD video. Conversely, for a 4K, which is higher quality and uses more storage, a terabyte can hold approximately 10 to 20 hours of footage. Okay, now I don't know. I mean, first off, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to shoot that much video. Okay, if I was to take this on a video shoot, let's say I don't want to use my iPhone or whatever, and I just want to take this little guy, I think even the 8 gig would be good enough. You could get them in different different memory stick formats. See, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Over here, well, if you go over here, I did a Google search, memory card for the Sony CyberShot DSC T900. You can see they got them all different prices here at Amazon. 32 gigabytes, $20 and change. eBay has them over here. 32 gig. It comes in different gigabytes: 16, 8, 4, 2, and gigabytes, whatever, for $8.49. I'm sure the $8.49 is for the 2 gigabyte, because every time I go to these sites for that, it's like, oh, you think you're getting a 32 gigabyte for that price? Turns out to be more in some cases. All right, but here, and you got again 1 gigabyte, which is $8.58. But if you go over here, you can see, if you go to eBay, they're gonna have a whole bunch of different ones here, you know, different prices and stuff like that. So right now, for my intended purposes, being I have older Sony Handycam video cameras that I use to make videos, I don't really need right now to, you know, ante up this memory card here, or SD card. If I can get it, like I said, 40 minutes to an hour, whatever it is, that's good enough for me. Remember one thing, you're holding it like this now, you know what I'm saying? I could put it on, they have a mount here where I could put it on a little tripod handle there, whatever, you know, handle of a tripod, or I bought one of those little grips, so I could also put it on there if I want to just hold it up in the videotape that way. But I'm just going to take a photo, I don't know, the trees or whatever around here, and which is not that many around here. But I'm going to take a picture like that and a video and just show you the video quality and the photos it takes with it, okay? So I'm going to power off my video, pause my computer over here, and then I'm going to come right back, all right? So hang in there, guys. Okay, I'm back. Before I get started, though, I wanted to also bring you to the site where if you want to, let's say if you have one of these cameras or you just pick one up, the site where you can check out and actually download it, if you choose to do so, the operational manual here for this here. So let me put my glass on, I'll minimize myself here. And here we are at the Sony website. I will drop the link for this here for you guys that they have to go crazy looking for it. As you can see, it's 64 pages. If you want to print it out, you could do double-sided. That'll cut it in half. And the only thing is you'll be using a lot of paper up and a lot of toner, but it's totally up to you. If I was to ever sell this camera, which I don't plan to because I really do love it a lot, I would print this thing out for the people this way that have something to refer to, because I've sold electronic things in the past and people would get back to me because I never thought about it at the time, sending them quick guides, user guides or user manuals, and they would question me, get back to me, contact me through the comment section. How do you set this? Like I say, it's a digital clock radio. How do you set the clock radio? How you do this? How you do it? So I started printing out the sheets when I sell them on eBay. This way they have it, there's something to refer to. As you can see here, just doing a very basic mouse scroll here, you can see it'll say getting started, shooting and viewing images, using shooting functions, and so on and so forth. It'll tell you all the safeguards and stuff like that, how to use it and stuff like that. So I'm just going through this quick, of course, and just to give you an idea, I talked about this before in my other videos. If you don't want to print out the whole manual, you could just do it in ranges. Let's say you want to go from page 1 through 5 or whatever. It's really simple and easy to do, and I'll show you really quick. All right, but this is just basically an idea what it's all about. These are the things, it tells you the accessories that are supplied with it. However, I don't have this charging thing. I'm using what you call a K-Star, and I bought an extra battery. The only thing I do have with this here is the strap, the battery, and have the battery holder. I don't have this little tool. I don't have this USB cable. Now, I don't know what this is for, because this USB cable, if this is what I'm thinking of, because she got one over here as well. That's the power cord. I don't have any of these here for this particular camera. I will be searching for it, however, to see if I could come across it, but there are certain things I don't have. I have like I said, I have the wrist strap, and I have a battery, I have this here, and of course the camera, okay? But anyway, let me just show you something really quick here. Let's just do a quick range here. Let's say I was going to go through, let's say 1 through 4, okay? So let's show you here 1 through 4. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, a little printer icon, you're going to click this on. It's going to take you to another window. I went through this before in my other videos. I always show people, especially if you're new to my YouTube channel, or you might be hitting this for the first time. What you're going to do is you're going to come over here, make sure, well, I have multiple printers. I have 2 printers over here. I got the HP Pro, I got the HP OfficeJet Pro 8130, and I also have the 400 LaserJet, okay? So just make sure whatever whatever printer you're using, you're set up for it when you're going to print out. So what you're going to do is come over here. Matter of fact, these are examples right here. You're going to click this on here. And again, this is for the people that don't know. And you're just going to click 1 through 4. And when you do that there, if you scroll down here, it's going to be here. Page 1, 2, 3, and here's 4. That's it. Okay? And that's it. And then you hit the print button over here. It'll print out this here. You can do double-sided if you choose to do so. That'll be, instead of 4 pages, it'll be 2 pages. Or if you just want one particular page, it's just one-on-one, and that's it. And that's it. You're good to go. And then you just hit the print button. So it's simple enough. All right. So now let's get back to and like I said again, I will drop this link for this here. I'll drop the link. It'll be in the comment section for this here in case you want to read up on it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go over here now. We're gonna go to Filmora, and I got all I did is take one snapshot, okay, with this camera, and I only did a 25-second clip in here just to show you. I'm not talking in it or anything of that nature. I'm just basically showing you the video quality, and even how you could even spice it up a little better, make it even look nicer. All right, so let's go with the first one over here. This one here is the photo, okay, so we'll pop this over here in the timeline, and as you can see here, this is a photo. It takes a nice clear picture. It does have all the functions on that little camera, believe it or not, how to even you get better resolution, how to make, in other words, it's got more configuration than what it's really worth, believe me. But I always say on my videos, it's not so much the hardware you're using or the camera, it's also the video editing software. So if you come over here to color, let's do this first. Let's stretch this out. If you don't want to see these bars over here, I like to let's stretch it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to click it on over here. You're going to go where it says image. You're going to unlock the little padlock here, and you're going to get these little square boxes on each one. You'll know if it's locked when you don't see those little boxes there. Okay, when it's unlocked, they appear, the little square box. So you notice these are round up here. These are square. Now there's two ways to do it. You could do it this way here too. If you want to stretch it out like that, you go it that way, whatever. But let me go back to fix it the right way here. Let's go this way here. Okay, let's go back again just to recap, and I'm going to do it this way here. So you could stretch it out a little like this here. I know sometimes people say, yeah, when you stretch it out, it gets elongated. I know. I'm just showing you what you could do with it, how you could spice up the picture. When you go over there, you get your picture or whatever, all the way you want it configured. Come over here where it says color, and then you're going to have LUTs of you got default, right? You got a default LUT. You could do it. Just leave it alone. This is where you can start doing all your magic. You start changing it around, okay? And they got other ones here too. You hit the pull down menu, you get more LUTs, okay? So here's how you could also change it up if you want to use this as a thumbnail or whatever. They got all these different LUTs. Boost, here's brighten, here's cool, cool max, darken if you want to darken it up. Here's elegant. They got a whole bunch of fantasy. Then you got over here epic. Okay, you got them over here. This one here is film. I guess it's film story, whatever. Here's the jungle one. Here's jungle, Lomo, TV, Polaroid. Polaroid looks nice. I like Polaroid. And then you go down. You got the old film here. This over here. You got the old film. You could do it this way here, like that. Well, let's go back to here. Vignette. You could do Vignette 1, Vignette 2, Vignette 3. Right. You could have a blast with this thing. You could you could do a lot of stuff with this here. Okay, you could also change it warm, Vignette, then you got another Vignette one here. Me personally, I like the brighten. I like to brighten it up a little. Or boost it. You could also boost up the color if you want as well. That's not all. So when you scroll down here, you could do manual. That's automatically. Those are LUTs, right? And what you could do here, when you get to this section here, here's where you could fool around with it. You could play around with the temperature. If you move the temperature, things like that, you could change it up a little to your liking, to what your eye sees. You could put the tint in there. You could tint it up a little here. The vibrance, whatever suits your eye, however you want to, set it up is up to you. You got the saturation here, so you can saturate. All right. Then, of course, you got exposure. Okay. You make it brighter. You could darken it up a little. All right. Then you also got brightness. You can play around with that as well. Same thing. It's almost, to me, exposure and brightness is almost one and the same. Almost, to me, anyway. People may bake the different. Then you get your contrast. You really want to make those colors pop. You could really take the colors in, really darken it up. Then you got a thing called highlight, shadow. My other favorite thing is the sharpen one, because I always think about, every time I think about 4K or whatever, I always think how sharp the picture is. And over here with the sharpen feature here, you can just sharpen it up and look how crisp it looks. Look at that picture, how nice it looks. Okay, you don't want it where it's going to be grady. You just want it up where it's really nice and clear. It's got that nice sharp look to it. And again, folks, it's taken with this little camera. This is just a photo with the little camera. And the same thing's going to apply with the other one as well. Okay, so let's go here now. All right, so this is with the photo, this one here. So we're going to get rid of that. Just wanted to show you how that looks, with how you could spice it up a little. Okay, so let's cut that out. Let's drop in the video. It's only a 25-second video, nothing fancy. When you do this here, it says the resolution or frame rate on this media does not match the settings of this project. Do you want to change the project settings to match this media? I like to go with the higher one. I always go to 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second. The other one, it's showing you 12 by 7. That's 720, whatever. All right, I'm gonna do this one. I always stick with the 60 frames per second. Okay, so here is basically a video like this here, short, 25 seconds. Okay, and this is just to show you the video quality. I'm not gonna talk, The audio does sound pretty good. Not with this, I'm saying, because you don't hear anything, but the audio does sound good. Maybe some of you have said, oh, it'd be nice for you to talk just to hear your voice. I will make other videos with this here as well. I plan on using this to take this camera to the park and take some pictures with it. Say, okay, but right now, this is how this is for a video. Like I said, it's video, little caption here. And same thing would apply. The same thing would apply. You would go back to color. Go back up here again, and you could do the same exact thing. There's nothing different about it. You could change it around. You can make your video, and this is the video part of it. You can make it look nice. and however you set it, that's the way the video will continue to play. Like, let's say you did a video, I don't know, where you're in the woods or the forest, whatever, and you're making, you're doing a video, something of this nature. However you set it up, whatever LUT you use, or if you want to do it manually, that's totally up to you. Here's the darken feature. You darken it up, and later, see, you can even make it go black and white if you choose to do so. Okay, and let me show you something else. Why hopefully I got your attention before we close this video out. I make thumbnails out of videos. I use the stills, and I'll show you what I'm talking about really quick. Let's go back here. Let's pick one of these things out, and I'm going to pretend I'm using this as a thumbnail. Okay, let's just go along with me, play along with that there, right? Okay, so let's go over here, and I'm just going to find a LUT that's going to be something I like, and something I want to make a thumbnail out of it. Okay, but I don't want to take too much of your time. Let me just see. A Blockbuster. Let's see. How about Bright? Well, yes, I guess the Bright one. We'll leave this one here, the Boost. We'll leave that one there. Okay. So what I would do is, once they get it all set up, you're gonna come over here where the little camera is. See this here, this little camera. You're gonna take a snapshot of it, right? Once you take the snapshot, you're gonna get that message applied. It's gonna make a copy. Now it even tells you, so you don't have to get confused up here. It's gonna go back into your work area. It's gonna say snapshot. Once you do that, again, you're going to turn this into a thumbnail, okay? You're going to cut this out. You're going to drop this in here like this here. And now you could do whatever you want to do. If you want to put title in there, you want to put something fancy, whatever you want to put in there, you could put, I don't know, you drop your title in here, and you could just call it whatever you want to call it, whatever. My Day at the Park, whatever, all right? And you could change, and that's another thing too. Let me show you how this works with these presets. Pretty cool too, all right? When you go to the red, depending how you do it, when you do it, let me get this here, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. These presets, if you use the color up here, you could also change the style too. If you want to go to different styles, fonts, and whatever, you could do that as well. If it's too big, of course, you're going to come over here, and you're going to drop it down like this here, whatever, okay? And you could just say something like, My Day at the Park, okay? I'm just saying like that, My Day at the Park. Okay, something like that there. Okay, and you can have it like that. Now, even though you have this here, go back to this again. It's almost like the same thing with the LUTs. You could change it up. Okay, now watch what happens when you change these colors here. Check this out. If we do blue, all right, and then we start doing the same thing with these here, it comes out now the back. You see, like it's like a two-tone there. It's got like the white and the blue in the background. That's how you could also change it up as well. You could also make it a bold, okay, italic. You could do different. You could also rotate it, of course. All right. You could also do underlining if you choose to do so. Okay. All right. And then right now we're going back to the way it was. And again, if you want to get all those different, if you want to get different variations of how the presets are going to look, that all depends over here on the text color. However you want to change it around. Okay. Let's go with let's see the orange. Let's see what happens to the orange. Now see the orange. It changes like that there. Okay. And then in some cases it's going to change it. In some cases it's just going to leave it alone. All right. But if you change it over here, if you play around with these colors over here, you'll see you'll get a different look, okay? And if you want totally different wording in here, you could definitely change it around, and you could leave it there, leave the wording on here, and leave this here, and just sample it this way, right? Here's Rockwell, which is nice. That's a nice bold look, nice solid look like that, okay? That's again, that's Rockwell. And again, you could do the same thing as well, okay? So you could do that there with that. And once you get it where you like it, and you want to drop it in the timeline, this is how I do my videos. This is a video still, okay? Now let's just say for argument's sake, it doesn't look that sharp, picture doesn't look that good. You could still leave it just the way it is. And again, you're going to come over here to the color. Here's where you're going to play with the presets. Okay, if you want to mess around with the presets again. We had it on boost, so we'll leave boost the way it is. But let's just say you're saying, it doesn't look that clear or whatever. So that's where you're going to come down here and you're going to start playing around with the adjustments again. This is from the other one, okay? This is from the other adjustments from the other photo. It still stood there, okay? The vibrance, you could change that as well. All right? And check this out. Check this out. If I come over here, here's a picture of me, right? Check this out here. Let's put this over here. Let's get rid of this here for now. Let's just get this out of here. So what I would do is this. This is what. Oh, yeah, that's another thing too. After you make your changes like that, hit the snapshot again. Okay, now you have it. Okay, now you got another snapshot with the wording. You can get rid of this stuff. Okay, here I am over here. I'm going to use that snapshot. Let's do it over here like this here. You're going to come over here. Let me move myself to here, and I'm going to go over here to, it says image. I'm going to go to AI tools. Sometimes it gets a little tricky, not tricky, but my computer is the way it operates. I have a lot of stuff running in the background. I know it's my fault. Here's where you can do the AI portrait, right? If you come over here, you can sit here and say cut it out, whatever. Well, let's go here first. Let's see if we can get this first here. And what's nice about it, you could stretch it all you want if you want to do that way. Okay, so let's go over here. I'm not sure, sometimes it usually goes up here, I think. Let's go over here for a second here. Let's go back to the beginning. All right, and let's go over here, and let's go to video again. Let's go to, where is this here? Oh, AI tools. Okay, when you get that screen like that there, that's okay. You come over here, hit this, and boom, there it is. Okay, so that's what I love about Filmora. Really easy program. In case you guys are wondering, what am I using here? This program I'm using, you come to the help and you click about, and there it is. That's the latest version, version 14.5.20. It'll probably change tomorrow, who knows? Okay, and then that's it. And now, if I want to, again, we're not going to talk in this here. This is where I could use, and again, if I want to use this as my thumbnail, same thing applies. Just come over here, click on that little camera. It's going to give you this prompt. You're going to acknowledge it, but okay. And there, I can get rid of this, get rid of this, and drop this in a timeline, and that is my thumbnail. And I can add other stuff to it if I want to. Okay, it's so simple, folks. If you guys need to, recap what I did, just play the video back again. And I just want to say to those who out there who, well, let me make myself bigger here. For those of you out there who follow me on this YouTube channel, I'm going to try to make more videos like that as I go along, show you the different cameras I have. I also make videos with iPhone. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max, an iPhone 8, and an iPhone 5S, which I do videos with. And I have 2 DSC cameras, that's one of them. And I also have 4 Sony CyberShot video cameras, handy cams I use to make videos as well. I make videos with all the technology, but like I said, folks, just to sum it up really quick, it's not so much the equipment you have. I mean, you could spend the best money, you could buy the best equipment money could buy you. But the thing is, I always say it, and I know a lot of people may say, come on, that stands to reason. It's all in the video editing software. So that's how I look at it. You can have the most expensive camera, whatever, DSLR camera, video camera, whatever, 4K camera. Again, it's all in the video editing software. And if you guys you don't have one right now, I don't know if you guys are using CapCut, CyberLink Power Director, or again, if you want to try this one here, CyberLink, what do you call it there? Filmora 14. I would definitely recommend, especially if you're a new YouTuber, definitely check out this program. I don't have any affiliate links. I did apply for the program, but I haven't got anything from them yet. So if you go there, I'll drop the link. If I don't forget, I will drop the link in the comment section for the Filmora if you want to give it a shot. I've been using Filmora since the 7.5 or 8.76 version. One of them is, maybe it'll be the only 7.5 version, whatever. And all I know is I've been using them for years, and I love them. I do love the program. I think it's user-friendly. I think it's easy to navigate, and it's a cut and dry, whatever, paste and go, copy and paste, whatever type of things you could do with it. You can see how fast I manipulated in here, just this little video, the clip I'm showing you now. So it is easy, I think so. Okay, it's not like the other ones, like if you use DaVinci Resolve, DaVinci Resolve 20, whatever. It's got a steep learning curve as far as I'm concerned. People learn at different levels, so it doesn't. If you do use that particular software, don't take it the wrong way, like, oh, in other words, you got to be super smart to use it. Like anything, when it comes to learning, it's all what do you say? Practice makes perfect. You got to keep trying and stuff like that. There, it's just like this YouTube channel. You know, I'm not giving up on my YouTube channel. Yeah, my YouTube channel is slow growing, but it's growing. It's slow but surely it's growing. You know what I'm saying? And it's thanks to people like you out there that hit my channel for the first time. And the most important thing, folks, I mean, I'd love you guys to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. But the most important thing to me is that you guys get a takeaway from it. That's the most important thing out of anything, out of hitting that subscriber button or giving a thumbs up or whatever or liking. That's the most important thing, that you guys get a takeaway from it. Because if you're not getting a takeaway from it, I feel like you're just wasting your time. I don't want to make videos to waste anybody's time, folks. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I've been on this YouTube platform since 2013. I'm working towards 3,000 videos. Not that that makes me a YouTube guru, but I am doing my best. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though you say, well, you've been on the YouTube that long, you still got to try. Well, everything is a trial and error thing with me. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, if you watch some of the YouTubers that are seasoned, like I consider myself a seasoned YouTuber. I've been on it since 12 years. For 12 years, you got to experiment with it. You got to see what works and what don't work. And the people that do stick with you through thick and thin, those are your true subscribers. They will stay with you, hopefully, unless, you know, they get tired of your content you're putting out. And that's the thing. My YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, is to help, inspire, and share. Okay, that's why I created it. All right, and that's very important to me. Okay, I want to share my information with you guys. How I make my videos, the equipment I use, the video editing software I use. You know, these are things that I want to share with you guys. And I also do the news. I share news, stories, and ideas for the content creator. So it's right on my banner. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys get a takeaway from it. And again, hopefully you got a little takeaway with this video, just to show you a little. I know it's brief. I know you're probably saying, geez, I would like to see more video with the camera and take more photos and stuff like that, but I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. You know, I don't want to go too crazy with it, because I know you guys are busy, you know, and I don't want to take too much of your time. I know I'm rambling on over here, right? It's just I love sharing stuff with you guys. But anyway, I am going to end it. If you want to see more videos like this here, folks, hopefully you like the content I put out. Hopefully you like me as a content creator, and you will. You know, if you do like it and you do get a takeaway from it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Pacini signing off. I'll talk to you guys the next time. Take care, and bye-bye for now.